Well, if you watched my last video, you know we came to the car show on the wrong day. So today was the right day for it, so we drove over. But the rain, I think, has kind of hindered it. There's not a whole lot of stuff here, but we got to see a few little things and got to drive the car, so. This is not the type of goat I was expecting to see at a car show. So it kind of had a small turnout today. It was kind of raining most of the day. We had a few pretty nice vehicles. I really like this little orange truck, or whatever color you want to call that. It's clean. Little black step side. It's pretty cool. My wife really liked this Blazer. Got a little LT1 in it. Very well done. Clean. This thing, I don't even know what that is. I don't know if those one of those spiders or what. A couple little Jeeps and Mustang. That was about it. I guess the rain really kept people away. So, but hey, we still got to get our car out, put a few miles on it, so not a wasted day. All right, so we made it back home from the car show, which the show was a little disappointing, but it was all right. But it rained like crazy on the way home, and apparently my repair on the windshield didn't work. It actually seems like it's leaking worse now than it was before, so I don't understand how that's possible. But so that's aggravating. I'm gonna have to do something else with that, but I don't feel like messing with it right now because it's just frustrating. So anyway, car survived. Didn't get too bad dirty driving around on these old nasty roads in the rain, so that's a shocker. Oop, god dang, can't walk and run into the door. Yeah, I mean, you can't tell if this car is ever clean or dirty the way it looks, so. I did try a different color. My second attempt on these park light bezels. It's still pretty bad, but it's not as, it doesn't look quite like them other, it's not as bright of a copper looking color, but I think I'm just gonna leave that. I can live with that, so. But anyway, there we go. All right, so I got a bunch of parts ordered for the car. It'll probably be a while before everything comes in, and then I got a few other things I'll have to order later on. I really don't want the car to be tore down for a long time because there is a couple of shows coming up here locally that I do want to go to. But we'll try to do a little bit to it. I do have the line lock I want to put on it, and I don't know how long it's going to take to get my heads done. But I went ahead and ordered the cam, and I found the intake that I wanted. And you know, like gaskets and stuff like that. I got all that stuff coming. So I haven't decided for sure what I want to do about the rear end. I really just would like to order a 9-inch and just go that route. So it may be a while before I can do that, but I think I would rather do that. And that way, if I ever do want to throw some serious power at this car, I don't have to redo the rear end again. It can already be, you know, it'll already be ready to handle it. So, but I do need to get the shop cleaned up and get it to where I can actually work in here. I really want to try to get these other vehicles in here in a roller where I can move them out. Like, I need to at least put a steering box on this, and then I can at least steer it. It rolls pretty good. The truck, it's already been swapped over to 5-lug on the front, but it still has the 6-lug on the back, and I don't have any 6-lug wheels or tires. And it doesn't have any of the steering stuff on it either. But if I can get all that done where I can roll them in and out, you know, that would be better. Then I could kind of, you know, work on one thing at a time and kind of spread out. So So we may work on that. I think I have everything to make this thing a roller. So we may just do that. And I might go ahead and try to put the line lock on the gray car and just kind of go from there. I really want to get my little Silverado in, but it needs a donor. I need to find a donor truck for it because it doesn't have anything. It doesn't have motor, transmission, wiring harnesses, none of that stuff. A lot of the interior is done, gone out of it. I say it doesn't have a motor. I have a motor. Move all this crap. This is another LS motor that I've built. Been sitting on the stand here for quite a while. But, yeah, I guess I got the bag. Hang on. Hard to do this stuff one-handed. But anyway, it's a 5.3. It's been bored out. It's got forged pistons, Gen 4 rods. It's got a BTR turbo cam in it. It's got a set of CNC ported 243s on it. So I want to build a turbo truck. So that's what this motor will be for. It'll either go in the Silverado or it may wind up in the 66 back here. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'd like to push at least 800 horsepower out of this deal. And then this is just a 6-liter that come out of a. Ooh, I'm getting attacked by a spider. It come out of like a 04 2500 HD. I got to hear it run. The issue he was having was like when he was coming to a stop, he said the oil pressure would drop to like 20 pounds. But then like when he took off, it was fine, and he just couldn't stand that. So he put a brand new long block in it. So I bought this motor for him for like the core charge. So, and then get my co-host out of the way here. I don't remember what that motor is. Oh, that's a 400 block, Pontiac block. And then this is the 400 that came out of the gray car that lost oil pressure. It was a used motor that I had bought from a guy. I didn't know much about it, but it was supposed to be ready to go, and probably less than 200 miles on it, it lost oil pressure. I don't guess he's gonna stay. Oh, yeah. He's not being very talkative today. Usually you can't shut him up, but anyway, there's my 4-speed and headers that come off of it. But yeah, hopefully pretty soon I can get some stuff in here that we can actually work on and do some stuff. I know y'all probably just tired of seeing me piddle with this car or attempting to go to car shows. So, oh, and I'm trying out a new microphone. I know some of my other videos you couldn't hardly hear me, so hopefully that'll work. But I think that's where I'll stop for now, and then when I get back out here, hopefully maybe doing the line lock or moving stuff around in the shop, something. We'll figure something out. All right, as bad as I hated to do it, I'm back on the windshield because it's just aggravating the hell out of me. But I think my problem was I didn't take these clips out when I put the silicone in there, so I think it wasn't letting it get down where it needed to be. So I've cleaned it all out again. I took all the clips out. Like there's all the old silicone that I scraped out. It's still a little wet from where it rained, so I'm not gonna silicone it right now. I'm gonna keep trying to clean it out and get it real dry, and then re-silicone it. We may try something different, maybe some actual windshield like urethane or whatever. I may have some, I can't remember. I've got So much crap. I forget what I have and what I don't have. Don't see any. Oh wait, what's that? Wonder if that'll work. I don't know what this is for, but Duraflex Ultra Seal. Advanced exterior seal. I think this is for like houses, but hey, window, door, siding, and trim. Yeah, that's for a house. I don't even know why I have this. Yeah, we may just try that and see if it works. I mean, if it'll work on a house, surely it'll work on a car, right? We'll see how it goes. All right, I think I got that stuff squished down in there good. Got the clips back in it. I'm gonna let it dry tonight. It's supposed to rain pretty good tomorrow, so we may just back it out and let it sit in the rain for a little bit tomorrow and make sure it holds. But if that don't fix it, I'm done messing with it. We'll just have to quit driving this thing in the rain. I'm tired of fooling with it, so. But anyway, hopefully it'll work. Well, I got the shop somewhat cleaned up today. At least I can move around in here. It was getting bad. Couldn't even walk in here. All right, so this car here doesn't have a steering box on it. It doesn't have the shaft that goes from the steering column down to it. I want to say I took this steering box off and when I was putting that car together because it didn't have one. But I don't remember. I've swapped so much stuff around. But this steering box and all this stuff here came off of my son's 72 Le Mans that he had, that he totaled. But we wound up just parting it out. And all of it is relatively new, so I'm gonna put it on here so we can at least steer the car, or, you know, because it rolls pretty good, and if I ever had to push it outside or move it around, it won't be so bad. All right, well, this thing's finally got steering, so we'll get ready to move it around. Won't be quite as difficult. This poor old car is in such sad shape. I need my ass whooped for letting it get this bad. I bought this car when I was a junior in high school and drove it for a few years and decided one day I was going to tear it down and fix it up, and this is the condition it's been in for about 30 years now. So it's definitely time to do something with this thing. And I was going to do the line lock today, but I had a couple of fittings that I was missing. So I live out in the middle of nowhere. You can't get nothing on a Sunday around here anyway, and I don't want to drive 2 hours for a couple of fittings, so I'll try to pick them up this week. We might do it some other time, but I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. I really ain't got nothing else I can do right now until I get some more parts. Might go ahead later this week and take this 400 that came out of the gray car that would lose oil pressure when it got to operating temperature, and I'm going to pull the pan off of it and see if it's got any glitter in the pan, and if it does, then we'll know something's, you know, gave up in it. But if not, I may just put an oil pump in it and run it for a little bit. I can set it down in the frame of this car and just hook it up enough to run it for a while and see if that helps it, and kind of go from there on that one. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, all the stuff. We'll see you on the next one.